Welcome to the Bears on Tap Offensive Line Film Room, bringing you all 22 views and breakdowns on the Chicago Bears offensive line. Presented by Quentin Q. Crisco and the one and only Ron Luce.
And we are back. It is time to talk some offensive line, some Chicago Bears offensive line, and tight ends, as you can see by what's up on the screen right now. My name is Quentin Crisco. I am joined, as always, by Ron Luce, our in-house offensive line coach at OnTap Sportsnet. Ron, how are you doing this evening?
Q, I'm doing well. I'm still riding the Bears victory from Sunday, even though we are
Victory Wednesday?
Yeah, we're on to Victory Wednesday. I mean, we're a full 24 hours removed here from our preview show with Mr. Brendan Shagrew. So yeah, Victory Tuesday has become Victory Wednesday, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ron. I'm doing great. I've gotten through all the tape. I've got everything cut up, split up, ready to go for my article that will come out tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, maybe tomorrow evening. But that will break down all my thoughts on the Bears week-to-week offensive line grading. But tonight, we're going to go through that tape here, and we just can go ahead and start. I highlighted some players on each of these plays. First off, Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet, man.
He's been good.
I think that's Ezeraku, rookie edge rusher, but still an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Just a tight end right here. That, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ezeraku's like 240 pounds. He's a speed rusher, but like he's given some offensive tackles trouble so far this year. And, you know, Cole Kmet just handles it right here. And Kmet deserves a lot of recognition for the way that he's been blocking this year in my mind.
I think Cole Kmet has allowed Ben Johnson to give Caleb Williams so much help. Mm-hmm. Because you can effectively protect six without a running back on almost every play. And that's critical, right? I mean, so many teams will use backs to protect. Cole Kmet has been outstanding. I agree with you, sir. I don't think the PFF grades do him right because I think he's done, again, you got to remember, this is a tight end. He was the dude in terms of receiving for how many years now as a Chicago Bear? I mean, he's
2019 he came in the league. So what is this, year 6?
Or 2020, I think, because he was Jalen's class, right?
Yeah,
2020. So, but think about that. He's been, a 600 to 700 yard a year tight end for most of his career, right? He hasn't been really asked to block as much as he has this year. He's been outstanding. And I really think he's opened doors for what Ben Johnson can do with the offense because you can get creative with how you protect not only Caleb Williams, but how you protect your banged up tackles right now. Mm-hmm. And Kmet's been spectacular. I mean, look at when's the last time you saw a tackle be completely free on a play?
Yeah.
Like Darnell Wright becomes here at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it allows the rest of the line. You're blocking 5-on-3 with everyone else because of Cole Kmet here. Like that, the pass pro becomes easy when you're blocking 5-on-3.
Oh yeah,
you can trust your tight end to do that. Like that's awesome. I'd love to talk more O-line on this rep. The only other guy who's got a one-on-one is Braxton.
And Braxton does a pretty admirable job here to kind of actually sink and find an anchor.
Oh, we'll be discussing that some. See, I'll tell you what. There were some body mechanic things in this game where I said I have not seen that Braxton Jones in years. Since early 2023 was the last time I saw him really be able to sink his hips like that. He still, don't get me wrong, he still has anchor issues, but anchor issues. I think Brennan Thorne put a good thought in my head when we had him on the episode saying, I don't think it's anchor issues. I think it's more range and balance issues because he's as strong as he needs to be. Mm-hmm. But it's about the body positions he gets in before he tries to anchor down. And he's getting himself in better positions throughout this game to be able to get anchored down, which I'm excited about because whether he's in the Bears' future or not, I hope the guy gets paid. I think I really hope that he finds a way to make some good money this offseason because he deserves it.
Agreed. I think he's been, especially for a guy who was very overlooked as a 5th round pick. I mean, he's had wildly successful NFL career by those standards. I think what is so interesting, you mentioned Q again in relation back to previous episodes with Mr. Thorne. The more and more I see and think through that as I watch Braxton of the balance and body positioning things, I sit there and I go, wow, I've seen so many linemen that are that way. I think he's just kind of an awkward body type too for tackle,
I
right?
think
Really, really long. He's got really
long limbed, so like his legs are really long. He's
yeah.
high cut, so he's got those long legs that gives him a tough like leverage position from the start.
He almost looks more like a power forward in the NBA than he does a tackle in the
Yeah.
NFL. You know what I mean? Because he is just so long in his extremities. And I think guys that are long in their extremities do struggle with balance. I really think that's a thing. So it's finding ways. It's almost like you have to develop a whole new technique sometimes for Braxton Jones to be successful, because you have to be able to combat those kind of, I'll call them the baby deer walking for the first time issues of like still trying to figure out how to use my limbs.
Yeah. No, that's a great way to kind of describe it with him. The constant issue, especially with when it comes to like that. This right here, you see the hop backwards. That's something that seems to be actually he is putting more trust in right now than he has in a long time. But like if we here, I'll highlight it for everybody. So like just watch his feet right here as as this rep continues, and it's going to seem like nothing. That 1-2 step back. Previously, that was 1 step back, pause, 2 step back. Now he's doing it a lot closer. It's still not together, but like it's allowing him to re-leverage himself better than he had previously. Either his body is the best it's been in a long time from a like he is comfortable putting himself in more awkward positions or taking risks standpoint. Like ultimately, I'm not talking the ankle with that. I'm talking the neck, and the back and his like pure mobility, or he's taking coaching that he hasn't had before. It's one of those two things in my mind.
Definitely. I think Hugh, I think the way I would describe it here, he's more under control. That's really what it is, right? Like we talked about a rep just last week about Joe Thuney. I think that it was the same thing, right? It was kind of the one, sit, right? Like if you can do it under control, that makes such a difference. It's okay to get walked back a little bit. You are naturally, you're literally going backwards against somebody who's coming full force at you at full speed. You're going to give a little ground. It's the speed and the pace at which you give that ground that makes the difference. And you can see that, like you said, he's more comfortable in whether it's health or technique from coaching to just, again, balance his weight better than he has historically and walk back properly against a bull rush.
And there probably is a real aspect too of watch how aggressive this defensive end is to get into his chest and try to blow past him. He's not. He's reading. That's play action. That's play action, baby. Like defenses are respecting the run, and that is one of the ways that it helps your offensive line.
Definitely. That's where that's how the run game sets up, man. Especially when you've got guys that are maulers. You know, Dalman, who's a really good blocker, not for the reasons of being a mauler, but from just a technical standpoint. And then that big right side, right? Those are your real key maulers on that offensive line. When you can show and force them to respect the run, because you can do it in so many ways too, like we talked about Q on our recap show and even on the preview show. It makes such a difference, like you said, when these guys have to deal with really good pass rushers, because now they're playing like complete DNs, not just pin your ears back and go get them kind of guys.
I did have the thought that I couldn't help but think like the way they attack Braxton Jones all game, the Cowboys, was kind of like it almost felt like they expected to be able to just run straight through his chest. And
that's Eberflus.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Eberflus may have had the same misunderstanding that I did a year ago of, oh, well, yeah, his anchor is just not good. You can like get through his chest and get that, like just try to pick him up and go. And they weren't really challenging his corners. Yeah. And it like, after talking to Brandon Thorne's, like, I think that's the bigger issue is him reaching that corner.
Definitely.
So this next one, first thing I want to point out, so I have Dalman and Thuney highlighted here. I want to get your thoughts, Ron, on what you think is happening here. Like why you think this goes the way it does.
Oy.
It doesn't actually really impact the play. Or at least from my perspective, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you seeing here as to why 95 will get such a wide gap there?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I just think Dalman is going because this is very clearly outside zone. He's going. That's what you're taught. You're taught to go. I think he was expecting Joe Thuney to be right behind him in his back pocket like he should be. I don't know where Thuney's going on this play.
So there were a few instances like this with Thuney that surprised me, and I wasn't sure if you watch Tooney's eyes, you watch his face mask here. If he's protecting Braxton.
Yeah, maybe, but that's like you're kind of taught that as a lineman. I think it's more just he doesn't get flat. Okay. I don't know if maybe he's expecting because in fairness to Dalman, that guy does cross his face hard.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe Thuney thinks he has more time, which you normally would in outside zone if you've got an A gap on the other side of the center.
Mm-hmm.
But because 95 crosses Dalman's face so quickly, Thuney's not flat enough to get in good body positioning. I don't know if that's by design or not. I would say keep running it, though, because I'm wondering if they're trying to set something else up here. Because Zacchaeus comes through.
Well, and there were a few times, like there was another maybe 2 times in this game where I was kind of confused by Thuney, and I almost felt like he was trying to slingshot block a guy.
Yeah. And maybe
kind of looks like that too. But I don't know the logic behind it.
Yeah, I don't entirely either. You know, I will say, as the play develops more, they actually set a pretty good edge here. The only reason this doesn't
edge,
work,
are you talking out on the left side or right side, like Darnell's side?
Yeah, on Darnell's side. Yeah. Darnell does a good job. I'm sure they're expecting 27 to bump out with the motion, and instead he comes on pressure.
And that was my next question. Like, what do you think happened here with 27?
Because I think DJ Moore is taught to help on the end and then go to second level. I don't think they're expecting 27 to come here because he trails Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, you can tell, is just kind of backside cleanup. The NFL does this a lot more than like lower levels do just because the athletes aren't the same. But you see this a lot more at the NFL level where like with zone, there's a backside blocker just to make sure the end doesn't fly down the line of scrimmage and make a play because defensive ends in the NFL are insanely athletic. But I don't think they're expecting 27 to come here at all.
Because like an unblocked guy play side just seems so surprising to me here.
There could be the argument that there needs to be an adjustment here because your assignments will adjust based on people assigned. Remember, Ben Johnson says no block, no rock. Mm-hmm. You're seeing it more and more that not only receivers need to know the route tree and the combos and what all these crazy plays are, they also need to know their blocking assignments as formations change on defense. More than ever, right? Because receivers are so involved in the run game now that the NFL is getting smaller and more condensed, and these guys got to be able to block. This might be an instance where DJ Moore needs to see that and adjust and take 27 because defense in the NFL is, and really at any level of football, it took me a long time to sit back and simplify it, right? Because you think defenses, you're like, oh, that's complicated. It's cover 1 and cover 2. And how are they doing? When you're talking O-line play, it's really simple. Everybody's got a gap. Mm-hmm. So if one guy walks up in the C gap outside of your D end, wouldn't you think the D end now has B gap and is going to come inside you? Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's gap responsibility. Right? So once these guys figure that out, it's a lot simpler. I think this is just a case where DJ just needs to realize, this guy's outside. If he's coming, I'm going to go lock up with him. I know Darnell's going to get there because that end's probably crashing, which he ends up doing. And then he can overtake. Jonah can overtake him. They can move up to Sanborn.
I mean,
and then
I'm sure Darnell appreciates the help from DJ here, but like he doesn't need it. Like we know Darnell can handle this.
Definitely. And I think at that point, then Joe Thuney's slingshot block would be fine if things work out, right?
Yeah, because they don't, from that aspect, like, I mean, the way I'm seeing this, they don't really care if homie gets upfield. That's why Dalman can do this full swing block out here, because he's just making sure he's cutting off everything over to this side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to either bounce or the furthest you can cut it back on this play is Dalman's ass.
Yeah. Okay. Now, another one where 28, so the last one was 27, but a different walked up defensive back this time gives them an issue here. And this is backside. And this made more sense for me to be unblocked, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything here. Is that like, that's just a nice play from 28, I think.
Pretty much. Again, usually the backside guys don't make a play.
Yeah.
There's instances where you see that guy creep down. Maybe you can either bring a receiver down just to chip him or something like that, just to disrupt his path a little bit. But this is just a really good play on the backside because you're able to lock things down on the front side. Sanborn does a great job filling his gap.
He did all game.
It closes everything off. And because now Swift has to cut it back because of how nicely they play it on the front side, you have an opportunity for that backside player to make the play. And he does here. This is just a really good play by the Dallas defense.
And that's what I thought. But I wanted to double check that I wasn't missing something there.
It feels criminal to compliment Eberflus, but that's the key, right? It's all gap.
Yeah.
It's all gaps. The whole job of the offensive line is to disrupt the gaps of the defense.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's the nuts and bolts simplest way to explain the offensive line to somebody.
All right, so I've got us watching Jonah Jackson on this one. I don't particularly remember why, but we will find out soon.
Oh, he gets beat across his face?
Oh, no, this is the screen. So one thing I will say, I think the Bears O-line is still very much figuring out precise screen timing and chemistry with their quarterback and his timing. And
I'll tell you what, screen timing is a lot harder than you think it is. I've learned that.
It's got to be, because you get a legal man downfield if you're early, but if you're late, you're not there to block your guy.
Well, in theory, if the screenplay is thrown behind the line, you got to have guys downfield. So it's okay if a guy gets out a little bit early. Like here, Swift is behind the line. So he's going to be fine no matter what. Plus, Jackson does a pretty good job of getting flat.
Yeah.
But it's a real, like, you got to do drills on just this.
So like this was the first game where we really saw them ask the offensive line to be involved in screens.
I love screen blocking.
It took them 3 weeks to get here, and you can tell they're still like figuring out their timing and their placement and where they need to be and who they need to be hitting. But like, I'm excited because it looks really nice at first glance.
And I'll tell you what, you know who's really good at screen technique? Joe Thuney. I've watched Andrew Dalman. Yeah, they have the line to run a lot.
And honestly, Jonah Jackson is really impressive in space too. And so is Darnell Wright. And so is Braxton Jones when he's right. Yeah. Like, this offensive line is built for space.
Yeah, these are guys that can do a lot of damage in the screen game. And that's why they're fun to watch, man. Athletes on the O-line are fun. And I'll tell you what.
Here's where my question is. Or you go ahead first.
I was just going to say, this screen blocking to me is like, when it works well, it's an art. It's one of the most beautiful things ever. I don't know about you, Q. For all the diehard college football fans out there, I think back to the college football playoff this year. And do you recall the Ohio State-Texas game where just before halftime, Travion Henderson got that screenplay and it was so beautifully set up. He ran for like a 75-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
that is the pinnacle of screen blocking. Like screen blocking to me is the one play that when everything times out beautifully, it is true like artwork on the gridiron, in my opinion. There's nothing better.
But so what do you think happens here?
Oh, let's find out. I would hope Jonah Jackson. Oh boy. You know what that is?
What is I was saying you're trying is this supposed to be outside, but then I'm like, look where the ball placement is. The ball placement is bringing him back inside, and like you got Joe Thuney right here crunching up field on the safety. Like it feels like this is supposed to tunnel right up this way, but I don't understand what happened with Jackson.
I think what happens here is the O lineman sees one thing and the running back sees another thing.
Okay, can you explain?
So Jonah Jackson sees this, and we don't have the wide necessarily here, but that's a lot of green outside the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of green. I think Jackson sees that and tries to wall off for Swift to go outside. The problem with that is I think Swift's momentum, because of how he catches the screen, carries him inside of the block.
It does. It does.
So
like that's why I thought it was for the inside lengths. Is like, look at the ball placement. He can't cut right that hard.
There's two thoughts happening here, and they're conflicting, and that's what happens. I will say this. This is a note to all you young offensive linemen out there. Always square up a block as much as you humanly can. Don't turn, guys. Just block them square. You know why? You give the ball carrier a two-way go every single time.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah, you give him a chance by hitting the guy. We see that a little later in a different screen.
Yeah, just square him up. Because guess what? Even if you get just enough of him, even if he kind of slips off, if you square him up, DeAndre Swift's enough of an athlete, and Joe Thuney's getting to that second level to take Sanborn. There might be something there to hit backside. Maybe it doesn't go for a touchdown, but big plays, you hear about all the metrics. Oh, the more big plays you run, the more you win. No shit, Dick Tracy. But even a 25-yard scamper on a screen is such a difference maker over the course of a game. You just wish sometimes you're just like, guys try to do too much. And sometimes you wish guys just would do the basics, because more often than not, you're always going to at least be close to right versus trying to set up the huge, run and gun play and guess, right?
Yeah, because like right where he completes the catch right here, like as long as Thuney hits Sanborn, he's got green grass all the way till this, like the safety who's way down here.
Even if Thuney like gets barely a hand on Sanborn,
just alters his path.
Just
alters his path. And that's a done deal. Like if we know anything about Joe Thuney, like he's gonna execute at that point.
He's gonna get at least a piece, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is just Jonah Jackson tries to do a little too much. I see what he sees. Like there's a lot of green outside the numbers, but I think because of how Swift catches the screen, his momentum's carrying him inside. I think if he catches it a little bit more neutral and has time to turn and see a two-way go, and this is where you see people bitch and moan about Swift's vision too, though, you would hope then like he sees green grass outside, get outside.
Yeah.
Just a miscommunication.
Yeah, that one hurt. Oh, wait, I have one more question on this play. Sure. So you always hear about, right, like an offensive tackle letting a guy in the backfield during screen. It's like, oh yeah, but he's supposed to let him get upfield, right? But like, where are the limits on that? I think Braxton's great here. Right, in my mind, gives a pass to the throw.
Yes, I think Darnell. The rule of thumb is let them come upfield, but keep them to your outside.
Okay.
I don't care if he gets 10 yards upfield. Your entire job is just to keep him outside of you. So, like in the event here of like what Braxton's doing, I love that, because if you see where Braxton's right hand is, it's on the back shoulder. What he wants to do here is to push him over, cross over, and just run him back to the other side of the C. That's the technique. So I agree. Darnell Wright gives way too much inside here.
Yeah. Okay. I knocked Wright for that. I'm in my grade. I just wanted to.
I would have too. I would have too. Absolutely. I think Braxton has the better rep here.
Yeah, agree.
By far and beyond, because Braxton's trying to set up to run him by. That's exactly what you can see with his hands, where he's trying to set up.
We got 4 different guys highlighted. This one's beautiful. This one's just beautiful.
I'm ready. You know I love when the running backs get involved, Q. Oh, that is the one thing, man. DeAndre Swift has gotten really good.
Yeah.
In pass pro. He's gotten
I've
really
seen
good
people on Twitter knocking it, and I'm like, I think they're knocking it because he's taking on a 240-pound linebacker and like can't hold up for 3 full seconds sometimes. But like his form is really nice, and he's doing everything he possibly can.
Because here's what people need to realize: linebackers are blitzing from depth. Mm-hmm. It takes him a second and a half just to get to the line of scrimmage. If you stand him up for a second, if you stand him up for a second and a half, guess what? That's a full 3 seconds from the snap for your quarterback, and he can get the ball away. That is a thing of beauty.
It's a borderline hold on him. He looks like he's about to form tackle him, but that's fine. I'll take that all day. What is that?
It's running backs pass blocking is 2 things. Technique in the sense of understanding leverage and getting square, and willingness. If you come in fucking guns a-blazing, you're probably going to do a pretty good job. It's just the running backs that struggle either can't pick up the technique or they just don't want to block.
Just seeing him actually drop the hips, form down, and lift at contact, it's always so rewarding.
It's good, dude.
Yeah.
I like watching DeAndre Swift pass block. It's not perfect, but he gives you everything he's got, and that's all you can ask. Yeah, like that's Kenneth Murray he's standing up. That's a former first-round pick.
Yep.
This is a good rep, man. Yeah, anybody that's poo-pooing DeAndre Swift can come catch me in my mentions, because I know we don't like his vision in the run game. I know there's those negatives and knocks on him, but man, when it comes to pass pro, he is one of the most willing dudes. Because remember DeAndre Swift of old, like he couldn't figure it out in Detroit. And a lot of people, like, there was questions about like his maturity and like, does he really want it and things like that. Bro, he has matured. He has matured, because now he's like, you need me to do this? I got you. You need me to do this? I got you. I bet you that's the reason that he got signed by the Bears for the money he did, because they were like, hey, we need a guy who's going to come in here and be selfless and not be a pain in the ass and be a part of the history of Chicago Bears running backs. Do you want it? And he was like, fuck yeah. And he's shown. He's shown it, man. I love it.
He definitely has this year. Like that want to in the pass protection, that improvement there, it's been impressive. And then over at left tackle, I mean, you see Olamide Zaccheaus just getting all of Donovan Ezeraku here on this chip. It's a wide receiver. Like, I love that.
I love Olamide Zaccheaus. Can we talk about that really quick? I know this is an O-line show, but he is the prototypical, like, Ben Johnson third receiver. Now that I'm thinking about, he is what Josh Reynolds was. He is what Khalif Raymond is. Like, he's that guy. Tim Patrick in that offense he has no problem blocking. He's pretty good at it. Just a selfless player. And the other cool part is he's got the most hilarious celebration of all football, because he just jumps over guys when they score.
Yeah, that was hysterical. Does he do that all the time?
All the time. There's montages.
I've never seen it.
Don't go down a rabbit hole tonight. Just Olamide Zaccheaus celebrations. Every place he's ever been, dude, there's highlights of him just jumping over the pile of people. It's the funniest thing ever.
Here's a good question for you from Scott. Do you credit the O-line play to the players or to Ben Johnson's play calling?
As a former player myself, you can scheme something up as great as you want to, and it can put your players in good positions, but the players still have to execute. So I would credit it's definitely the O-linemen. Like, they're doing a good job. Ben Johnson is doing his best to put them in good positions, and they're taking advantage and executing on those good positions. Again, football is the ultimate team sport. Ultimate team sport. If one guy fucks up, the whole play's fucked out of 11 guys on the field. 12 and 13 if you include the coaches that are involved. It's the perfect balance of Ben Johnson calls a game to support his players and put them in good positions, but you still have to execute on those good positions. We've seen what happens when you don't. That was the first 2 weeks for the Bears.
I think this play is a great example, too, of good pass protection takes more than 5. Right? It just does.
Sometimes.
Well, like the pass protection plan throughout a game needs to evolve, and there are times where you'll need more than 5. Like you see your wide receiver 3 and your running back 1 here making significant contributions in pass pro. That that helps a lot when the scheme is working to. I don't even want to say the scheme when the team is bought in on executing pass protection the right way.
Bingo!
It helps the 5 guys look better. Like this Olamide Zaccheaus block. This is for Braxton. This is helping Braxton because Ben Johnson is understanding Braxton's weakness comes when we ask him true drop back to get wide against speed. Against a speed rusher, his Olamide Zaccheaus narrowing that lane for Ezraku, saying, "Oh yeah, you can't get wide. You can't get there, buddy." So now you just gotta go into Braxton, who's got 100 pounds on you, and
just
you're
fight
screwed.
through him. Yep. Again, putting your players in good positions for them to execute on those positions. That's what it is. It's the ultimate team sport. And that's why the Bears have an improved offensive line to execute on what Ben Johnson's asking them to do.
Yeah. And then all around this rep, I mean, Darnell and Jackson both do an awesome job on the right side. Dalman passes over what looks like it might be a stun or a blitz to Thuney cleanly. No one actually comes, so Dalman ends up kind of blank, but that's fine. He did his job very well and passed it off to Thuney there. Everything on this rep was gorgeous, I thought.
Yeah. This is really well done. I mean, that's about as clean of a pocket as you're going to get as a quarterback in the NFL.
It wasn't even play action.
Nope. That's just good. You know what it is, man? Ben Johnson has established the culture of these guys play good team offense.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's good team offense. You need guys to buy in. When your receivers are either A, not smart enough to pick up on the concepts, or B, not willing to put in quality effort into blocking, this type of offense will suffer. But when you get that buy-in, it's a work of art. And that's what we're seeing right now. They're bought in and shit's starting to look really nice.
So this next one, this is another Joe Thuney one. He did have some negative reps in this game, so I don't remember if this was a good or bad. Which the negative might just be misunderstanding what's happening too. Oh, this one. This is a rough one.
I love how quickly you can identify. You're like, oh yeah.
This is Mozzie Smith almost destroying the flea flicker.
Mozzie Smith. I forgot that guy existed.
Everyone did. And then he came out in this rep, and I was like, that was Mozzie Smith. Like, if you told me 1 year after he got drafted this was Mozzie Smith, I would be like, yeah, of course that's Mozzie Smith. But, like, based on what he's done in the NFL, doesn't actually make a lot of sense. But, like, he just clubs Thuney here right into Swift and bumps Thuney.
That's why
tossing the ball up. That's why the ball floated for 10 seconds.
That's why the pitch sucked. I was like, why was this pitch so bad?
It's because Mozzie Smith almost destroyed this play.
That's crazy.
No one ever doubted that Mozzie Smith is insanely strong. Like, he's had a rough NFL career, but he is still a freak among freaks of athlete.
Most definitely. I think that makes, now that I know that on top of this, that makes what Caleb did on this throw even more impressive.
I know.
You could tell he's like, get me the ball, and he just rips it. This is all arm. This is why this is such a beautiful play.
Well, I mean, honestly, they're a little lucky Mozzie just kind of gets deer in the headlights right here.
Yeah, if he keeps coming,
like he sees the ball go up and he just kind of stops.
Yeah, if he just keeps going, Caleb's dead.
Yeah. Well, Thuney's, I mean, I will give it to Thuney. He recovers as well as he can here, but like,
oh sure. Yeah, he does a nice job recovering as Smith decides to stop running. But oh man. But yeah, just boom.
That's all I had to show on this play. I just had to show that, and I had to show the full throw because it's just gorgeous.
It is. God, it's such a good
one more
throw.
Time just because it's that worthwhile.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I like I said on Sunday's show, I don't recall who first said it on X, but like, man, I've never seen a Bears quarterback make that throw. Maybe Cutler had one or two of those.
Cutler had a few 60 yard bombs like that, but
Cutler
like,
had the rip, but like it's been a long time since
Cutler also had the strongest arm in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
100%.
This is a Josh Allen. Pat Mahomes could probably toss this. There's not many other guys with that type of arm strength. Joe Flacco a few years ago, probably. I'm not sure he still has it in his arsenal now.
Joe
Flacco had a cannon.
He did.
Like,
he did.
That's the only reason he's still in the league, because he still has a freaking cannon.
He can let it rip, man. And he's smart, right? He's just a good veteran quarterback. Like, Joe.
All right, we're watching Darnell Wright on this one. I have a feeling it's a good one because most of his first half reps were really pretty impressive.
And then he got hurt, and then they sucked.
Well, his run block reps were kind of questionable all throughout, but like his run block reps really went to shit after the injury. Yeah, this one is just as Brandon Thorne likes to say, he turns the pass block into a run block when he gets the guy in a vulnerable position, and you love to see that.
Just finishes him. And it's a good thing he finishes him, because there's that small point of no return where if he doesn't, that guy gets a free rush at the quarterback. It's taking that player's aggressiveness against him and just pile driving him to the ground.
Right, because it's when the player starts to pull, and I think the way that he describes it, when the player gets that head inside and starts to make that move, that's when you pile drive, turn it into a run block. Because if you tried to do that this direction, that's a penalty. You try to do it this direction and you're not getting too far downfield, you're good.
Yeah.
Because there's a few years ago, they put in that rule. You can't be blocking towards the quarterback like that.
Right. Exactly. It's got to be quick, and it's got to be, like you said, upfield.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just strength.
Yeah.
Of just being able to flip that dude.
And that's what Darnell is. He's strong.
He's an ox, man. He's an ox. And this is a good pass rep from the left side too.
Yeah, I mean, everyone did well on this. That was just that was the reason why this was in there. Like, I really like Thuney on this.
I do too.
That just that hand, that right hand means so much in this rep for him. He's getting the guy off his spot, and the guy's like, how the hell did I end up over here?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, dude, that's what Joe Thuney does best. Like, the reason he looks so quiet is because the things he does are they're quick and they're just enough. He's just trying to fuck with you.
He makes things that are so hard look so easy. And like, it's so easy to get lulled to sleep by that, watching his tape. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's just a fine rep. And like, I'd watched a few times. I was like, yeah, no, he's doing it. Like, this is a kick-ass rep, and it's hard to tell.
He's just that good.
Yeah.
He makes the difficult look easy. And
he keeps his feet in front of the guy the whole time. Like, he's square, he's mirrored. It's beautiful.
And then he sits into the bull rush. It's so good, Q.
Now, I'm assuming that he knows this is supposed to be a quick pass, because he is kind of bouncing back in the pocket fairly quickly. But I also have to assume he's trying to open a throwing window. Like, that's why he's getting the guy to the left.
Sure.
And then Braxton is nice on this. There's a lot to like on this rep too.
There is also instances where, like, with the play call, you can call a protection that's like, hey, front side of the throw, because Caleb's looking left the whole way. Hey, front side of the throw, like, you got to be aggressive here.
Mm-hmm.
And jump these guys, because Joe Thuney's jumping.
Yeah.
He's jumping from the start.
And you see how Zacchaeus' position in the offense, again, takes away some of that outside track and forces the edge rusher right into Braxton's wheelhouse, which is where he wants to keep guys.
That's the difference between the NFL and like other levels of football. Because these receivers are such good blockers, because they have to be, like, there's just no way around it. These DNs have to respect that and get outside of these guys. And it changes the dynamic of football. Like, you do this at a different level, that DN's lined up off the tackle. He's not lined up off the receiver. He's not even worried about the receiver. But because a guy like Zacchaeus can block you, because we've seen it, Like, you have to respect that. And you have to get outside. And now you are at a disadvantage if he's, again, in this case, outside releasing you, and you're already on a bad angle coming into the left tackle.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to this next rep here. So we're looking at Jonah here. So the Cowboys did this a few times. The Cowboys recognize this. I would assume every team the Bears play the rest of the way to try to attack this. Jonah Jackson is not very clean to his left.
Nope.
So you take your D tackle.
Yep.
You spike him outside. You take your end. You loop him around inside and force Jonah Jackson to get right and then try to recover left. And that's it's not something Jonah Jackson really excels at. And the Cowboys tried this a few times. They were fairly successful twice, if not just flat out successful. And the third time he was ready for it. So it's just something he's going to need to be aware of going forward, because he always gets those shoulders. Like, he is always turned right when it happens.
Always. And as soon as you
is probably partially because it's probably not an issue that to his left that much more than his right. He just covers his right a lot more instinctively.
Almost too instinctively.
Yeah.
Because he can't stay square. I'm telling you, the death of an offensive lineman is not being able to stay square, especially in your pass drop. And if you don't, it's hard to recover when you turn your shoulders. It's hard to recover when you don't turn your shoulders. It's even harder when you do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you get him turned and you force him to come back to, especially because he opens the gate then.
I mean, they're
on top of it.
Raiders are going to be running this with Max Crosby on Sunday. I
guarantee it.
Over and over, unless they stop it, unless they put an end to it quickly. Because
Pete Carroll is watching this rep right now with his DC, and they're like, "Yeah, Max is getting 10 of these on Sunday."
Yeah. So just be ready for it. Like I said, Jackson has done fine against them when he's ready for it, but when he's not fully prepared, it tends to end in a very similar fashion to this one, which this didn't blow up the play. Like, he did as much as he could to recover, but it's still not a good rep.
No, it's not. But this is also the growth of Caleb Williams, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
of him being able to
throw, but
he does. I agree. It's a hard throw to make though, because he's climbing in the pocket. He's shifting over and stepping up. And anytime you got something over the middle, too, you don't want to airmail it over the middle. You airmail it over the middle, that's what turns into turnovers. So I would rather him miss short than miss long.
Yeah, good point. But it's under 2.3 seconds, this play's blown up because of it. Like, I mean, you can't sit here and say, well, Caleb got to 3 seconds on this one. Like, this play is toast at 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Caleb does an admirable job here. I still think Jonah gives him enough to at least step up here and give it a chance. I mean, that's just, again, sometimes the defense wins, man. But that's a good instance of the offense doing just enough to keep the play as essentially a null zero instead of a negative play.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. This time we're watching Thuney on this one.
Real quick.
This one's really simple. Well, yeah.
Real quick on that last one. There's a safety right behind DJ. So that's why Caleb threw it low.
Oh, that tracks.
That's a good throw then, because otherwise, if he airmails at it, it's 100% a pick.
Yeah. So on this one, I have no explanation for this other than Joe Thuney thought the play was to the right.
Oh, no.
Which is, again, very bizarre for him.
Joe.
Unless he's trying to slingshot again.
He might be.
Which, I mean, I don't know if he has that in his arsenal or not. I would think he's good enough to. But like, I was shocked by, I was like, why is he stepping right? Everyone else is stepping left.
Yeah. I mean, this might be an instance where he tried to get aggressive and said, I'm going to try and just get this guy's outside shoulder and just bury him. Because you can do that. Just bury him. because Drew's just going straight up. You could tell he's man on man there. I think he's
well,
just
and
trying
Jonah gets walked here, and that kind of
Well,
blows
yeah,
up whatever. If we're giving Thuney the benefit of the doubt here, Jonah kind of blew up whatever he might have been trying, I think. But
yeah, I think Thuney was trying to get to his outside shoulder. He beat him, so he said, "Okay, now I'm going to recover." Right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's something that goes underestimated too. Like there are techniques when an O lineman gets beat that they can use. Not everybody can do them because it's like last resort, but you'll drill them and you'll try to give these guys a piece of that in their arsenal. I think for a lot of the NFL guys, it's that slingshot where, I missed him. Okay, I'm going to track him, right? Track, follow, and then try to just kind of you do the box out, right? Just kind of slide in the hole and throw the hands up and at least just get a piece of them.
Hey, I mean, it doesn't impact this play in a negative way at all.
No, and I think Thuney knows that too. So I think that's why he got hyper aggressive here and he just got beat on the initial move. That's another piece of O-line play too, Q. That is the more I'm around it, the more I research it. You gotta have you know how defensive linemen have a bag of moves? O-linemen need to do that too. Because sometimes your first plan won't work. Yeah. So it's how do you recover from that instead of getting beat?
Yeah.
And I think that's what Thuney's got here. He's like, I'm going to be aggressive, and if I don't get him, I should have enough time where I can get a piece of him, I can get around him, and I can try to slingshot him.
Is that Kenny Clark he's going against?
Yeah, it looks like it. 97.
Is that I think it's Odigizua. Odigizua is a high quality defensive tackle, and like he is very underrated.
Bless you. I don't know.
Thank you. Osa Odigizua? He's a good football player.
I trust you. Q, I'll tell you what. I think the one position group more than any in the NFL that I struggle to keep up with from team to team is D-line.
So Odigizua, he was like I want to say he was like a 275-pound like tweener coming out of college. He's beefed up to like 290 something, and he's all muscle. Like so, he has a twitched up ball muscle.
So he's just a son of a bitch to block.
Yeah, but he's not overpowering in the run game. But like when you're talking quick twitch one gap defense, like Eberflus loves this guy. I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm. He runs what he needs him to do well.
Yeah. He can one gap with the best of them. Otherwise, I mean, I like Loveland here getting the power inside so Braxton can turn this guy.
I mean,
Braxton
Smythe
does a nice job.
I'm
sorry, Smythe.
That guy. I'll tell you what, dude. Durham Smythe is an O-line coach's
You know what? That makes a lot more sense. I just saw A1's like tight end Loveland. Tight end that's not Komet Loveland, but like it makes a lot more sense to be Durham Smythe with the pop he gets in this block.
There's a reason he's got a place on this team. Ben Johnson knows him well from their time crossing over in Miami very briefly. And he just does everything Ben Johnson wants a tight end to do in the run game, man. That's why he's on the roster. And he's not a slump when it comes to catching the football. They just don't need him to, right? Because you have Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. But man, is he a good run blocker, dude. He is an O-line coach's dream.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at this. That's a perfect textbook block from Durham Smythe, the tight end film room here really quick. He's got his head on the play side shoulder. He's in a fit. He cuts him off at the right spot. That's hard to do. Being able to know angles and cut linebackers off that are flowing to the football. I would take this cue to a clinic.
Yeah.
If I'm teaching tight ends how to get across in the game. And even when he gets beat, he doesn't give up on it.
Yeah, he keeps pushing the guy outside.
That's how you're taught. If you get beat, if you can't get him and hook him, throw him out the club. That's the terminology.
Oh, this is the big one.
Oh, baby.
This is the big one.
The big bad one or the big good one?
Both.
Uh-oh. That scares me.
Did you see it?
No. Besides DJ Moore scaring the hell out of me? Oh, the big hitter. Yeah, I see where he misses.
Yeah, he's got his eyes are on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, Darnell's closing out for him.
You want to know? You want to know something You want to know something crazy, Q?
What's that?
Running backs are taught to run the hash. That's just how you're taught. Every run play is gonna, if it hits right, you're either gonna have a two-way go or you're gonna have a clean slate. If DJ Moore runs the hash here, because he's not a running back,
right?
Because they don't have one of those beyond DeAndre Swift apparently, because he's not a running back.
He bounces it, which I mean, he doesn't need to. That he doesn't like realize that Darnell's right here, and
but it's done. It's a feel thing. If you're not a running back, it's a feel thing.
I mean, we're talking. We can cut it down into 1/30th of a second frames, but the reality is it's that fast.
It is that fast, and DJ just needs to trust though what the coaching. Like this is where the technique piece comes into playing positions. You're taught run the hash. There's a reason you're taught to run the hash. It's because of this. Run the hash. Always run the hash. Then once you run the hash, if your progress is blocked, then that's when the two-way go opens up.
Put it on a t-shirt, Ron.
Run the hash, baby. Run the hash. Because if he runs the hash here, it's probably 6 points.
We gotta get hats made.
Run the hash. Telling you, run the hash.
It's like, look, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. You don't block this better than this.
You really don't. You really don't. And also, I mean, can you go
maybe,
back really quick?
Maybe that corner is getting inside on Rome, but like even that, like you can make the guy miss. You got Rome out there helping you. Like,
oh, Q. You know why else this needs to run the hash? It's trap. It's trap. You always run the hash on trap, man. This is trap.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
It's trap left. And this is the new way I've seen that a lot of teams run it is they have the guard sell action to the outside, and he ends up picking up the end. The backside guy comes with him and traps him. Linebackers always go to the back, or tackles always go to the backers, and the center blocks back. This needs to hit the hash. And you know what, Q? If you play it, Caleb Williams also might be a little at fault too. He needs to step up a little bit more, I think, on his handoff. So DJ Moore runs the hash.
Okay.
Because this is a quick hitter. This is
you're saying like step backwards or step towards DJ?
Step up.
Or forward.
Physically forward. So that way Moore can I think Moore just needs to take it and go. It's a little bit of both, I think. I think he could have stepped up a little bit more to give him the right angle on the hash on the handoff. Because trap is quick. Trap's there and gone like that. That would
wait. So why is stepping up? Like, is that just like kind of guiding him towards it, or is there something?
Bingo. Yeah.
Okay.
As a quarterback, your handoff dictates the initial path of the running back, right? So the angle you give your running back, that's the angle that they're starting out on. Not everybody has the agility to quickly drop back in where they should be. That's why angles are so important. Trap, we want to hit it fast. We want to hit it up the hash. Quarterback, you need to step up and literally give it to him as much of a place where he can just take it straight up that hash. Because if it hits right, which it does here, this is as beautifully blocked as you humanly can. If this hits right here, this is 6 points.
Ron, they're hitting this week.
God, I love trap.
They're gonna hit this week. I mean, they got the timing down. They're gonna hit this week. I think.
I hope so. It's a thing of beauty.
Watch this pop that Jonah gets on Odigizua.
Yeah,
like this is gorgeous. This is what you pay Jonah Jackson for. You 100%. Don't pay him because he is clean form. You don't hit him. You don't pay him because he can move to his left. You pay him because this is why he just bruises people.
Yeah, and he pulls left. He tries to use that left shoulder to hit left. Obviously, there's a little bit of a move that forces him to not hit as left shoulder as he wants to, but he still does a really nice job here. This is literally the best blocked trap I think I've seen in my entire life. And just because DJ Moore's not a running back, he doesn't run the hash, this would have been 6 points. If this is DeAndre Swift, this would have been 6 points.
I told you on last night's show you're going to be sick when you saw
it. Makes me sad. But it's so well blocked.
I know. So I can't even be that mad. I'm just like, they did that.
Damn it. Pain and suffering, Q. Pain and suffering.
Okay, so we got 4 guys highlighted here: Drew Dalman, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet, and DJ Moore. This is more a blocking episode than a O-line episode because they did a lot of nice blocking to kind of cover up some of the offensive tackle issues. There's a lot going on there. I'll replay it.
There is a lot going on. But see,
which is gorgeous. Which is gorgeous. God, they put so much on tape. They put so much run concept on tape.
And Q, because of that, every team in the league now has to respect every single one of them.
Yeah.
So, and it just opens up goodies.
Let's start with DJ and just go right to left. So we see DJ on the reverse, blocking that linebacker down and out. Just gets enough of him to get him out of the picture, but he gets him out of the picture.
This is really pretty.
I know.
This is a really good reverse. It's one of the things where like one little block here or one little block there, and they're like one little
change the angle. Just change the angle.
They're running things so well right now.
All right, so with Kmet, look at that agility on Cole Kmet. Look at that agility.
Spin out. Whee!
And then he's getting out in space. Popping, guys.
Ugh. This should have scored. I'm so sad it didn't. Because this should have scored.
Yeah. Okay, now see Darnell. Real similar to Kmet without the pure way. Getting out there. Bam.
Yeah. That's just really good effort. Honestly, that play should have scored.
Yeah. And then last guy was Dalman, also getting out in space. Gives a little like fake block there, for lack of a better term. Just sells it.
Just gotta sell it.
I'm out. And
I'll tell you,
cut off the linebacker.
I'll tell you what, man. Whoever 90 is, if I'm a D-line coach, I'm showing this and telling every single one of my defensive linemen this is the effort that you need to show every play. Because Thuney lets them off on the backside of this reverse, where Thuney actually has him hooked. But again, this is why you don't turn your shoulders and you just keep running, guys.
Let's see who 90 is. I'm curious now.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but this is an incredible rep. Maybe that's Kenny.
I've noticed him a few times. Solomon Thomas.
Oh, that's why.
The man drafted ahead of Mitchell Trubisky, or after Trubisky. One pick after. What could have been.
He's a freak, and he shows that athleticism here, man. He runs Zacchaeus down. Like this, again, this play should have scored.
Yeah. Okay, now this time we're watching Dalman. See, on the pole. Oh.
Little center pole.
I want you to watch this and tell me, is this a reasonable ask?
To have your center pole?
To have your center pole that short on that tight end angle. I mean, I don't have a strong opinion either way. I'm just curious your opinion.
You know what this is? If DNs read the play, then yeah, this is a reasonable ask. But I think because we were on the same page, 13's Ezraku, right?
I believe so.
I think he's just too young and dumb as a rookie, where he just flies upfield and it fucks the play.
Oh, it's Fowler. I'm sorry, 13's Fowler.
Oh, same.
Well, he's not young anymore, but
no, but he's the pass rusher. That's what he does best. Just get upfield. You'd be surprised how guys who just blindly rush upfield, there's times that'll get them in a lot of trouble, and there's times when they guess correctly where it fucks the play.
So how do you make him pay for that?
The NFL doesn't run RPOs as much as they probably should, but I would say an RPO.
Because I think my thought is like if this is play action or run from under center, he's right either way.
Yeah. Oh, agreed. I would say the way you beat this is with screens. That's what screens are designed to do. Like it's to use the defensive lineman's aggressiveness against them.
Okay.
because they get so far upfield so fast that they can't backtrack and make the play. And as long as you get your blockers out in front and they account for the proper guys, you got a big hitter more often than not.
Okay. We'll move on to the next because we got a good amount left here. And we're crunching on time. Let's see. So this guy makes a play, I believe. And that's just backside good play again.
Yeah. I think that's just a really good play by a backside player.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was wondering if maybe there's some. I mean, even Rome would have a tough time hitting anything there. The only guy who could feasibly get him would be Komet, and he's climbing.
Yeah, I just think that's a really good play backside. You're just banking that guy's not going to make the play.
Okay.
No, that's a really nice shot. But this is also good front side defense because they force DJ Moore to bounce back, like we talked about earlier. That's when backside guys can make plays. If this hits out the front door, he never makes a play.
Do you think DJ should have an idea that Burden's right here?
No, because he can't see that. So he's making the decision based on that double team.
Okay. And it doesn't really help that Darnell has a weird hesitation here. I think he has a bit of a tendency to come in hot, and then the linebacker moves his head a little, and Darnell.
I think Darnell's fine.
Has a bit of a.
I think Darnell's fine because if DJ Moore only comes back into him because he sees the backside D end.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I guess from the standpoint of if Darnell's blocking left, he's blocking left, and he can't change that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, it's the case of not every play is going to hit for a home run. And as the running back, your read is that first front side defensive tackle. And based on what you have, you make a decision with a two-way go, and then you live with your decision from there. And that's kind of what happens here.
Okay. Yeah, you can't half-ass it both ways. You can only whole-ass it one way kind of thing with Darnell.
With everybody.
Yeah.
DJ Moore
I just meant in that example. But
100%. You're just you're hoping it hits right. It's not always guaranteed, but it's a
where Darnell gets
game.
hurt. I think this is where he fucks up his elbow.
Oh yeah, because DJ Moore runs right into him.
DJ Moore lodged in there.
DJ Moore's trying to kill people, including me.
Holding his arm.
Yeah, it took DJ Moore's face mask right to the elbow.
It doesn't look pretty for Darnell from here on out. So now we got Theo Benedet time.
Oh, baby.
He comes out all gas, no brakes right here.
As he should. Needs to get off on the double team.
Buries the guy. Yeah, no. I mean, this is where it's like this play got some heat on social media. I sent it to you last night. And Theo here, in my eyes, it was like, okay, I love the gas here from Theo, but get to the backer, man.
Yeah, but the principle that you're always taught as an offensive lineman is first level first.
Mm-hmm.
He takes care of the first level.
He does. But it's like the possibilities, Ron.
Yeah, but possibilities don't always work well when a bull's got their wires crossed on their first play in the game.
Trust me, I mean? So if he got to the backer, this would have been a dominant rep for me. Instead, it was a good rep.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think too, even if you get off on the backer, it's not hitting for a home run.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm more worried about first level first. That's an incredible double team.
Yeah.
That double team,
they wreck them.
That double team is clinic worthy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will live with you not getting off on the backer if that's how good your double team is. Because your double team is 5 yards downfield. A quality run is 4 yards. So even if he gets tackled right off of your ass, which he does in this case, it's a 6-yard gain. I'll take that on a running play every single day of the week.
Yeah. And not every linebacker is going to feel as instinctually as Sanborn. He's really good at it, man.
Yeah, and even if it's an average linebacker, I think they do the right thing.
Yeah.
But because Sanborn is good. I mean, Sanborn's a good player. He's a good instinctual player.
All right, so we're watching Benedet and Jackson here again. Another double team here where they just another real nice one.
It's a good double team.
Man, Benedet might be a really good offensive guard if he can't stick a tackle.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
I'm seeing these and I'm just like, man, this guy can play guard in this league.
I think he needs to get a little more technically sound to play guard.
You think so? What, leaning too much?
I just don't think he's big enough. Do we know how much he weighs and how big he is?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, let's Google it. But he never had like all his numbers are very like team driven.
Yeah,
because he never went to a combine. There was never a baseline set for his size.
Interesting. Okay, that's fair.
But 6'7", 304. God, he's 6'7"?
Yeah, he ain't playing guard, big dog. He's 6'7". He's playing tackle.
He plays so low though. He doesn't look 6'7".
Yeah, but that's why he's in the NFL queue, because he's a small town guy that plays the right way. He plays with good leverage.
Yeah, a Canadian guy.
I think Theo Benedet can stick at tackle.
I'm getting there. Like I want to see. I need to see more proof in pass sets, but like I'm getting there.
You might see a lot from Theo coming up here, man.
Yeah. So here's a pass set that impressed me from him. I really liked his ability to get out there, run his feet, and sit down with this guy. Or no, I'm sorry, this is a different one. This is a very different one than what I thought I was saying. This is one where he lunges. He lunges badly.
Yeah, it was a bad lunge.
Yeah,
he needs to bring his feet a little bit more.
That's where the short arms concern me, because look where the defender gets his arms in on him, and there's only one way for Theo to reach the defender at that point.
Yeah, but there's a way around this. I think he stops his feet. I think if he just keeps running through the guy, he'll get enough of them and get a piece of them where I don't think this guy makes the play.
Have you ever noticed shorter arm guys with more of a tendency to lunge because they...
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Because they struggle to get their hands on guys.
Yeah.
There's ways around it, though.
Okay.
There are. It takes a lot of coaching and a lot of perfection of technique, but there's 100% ways around it. I think a great example of that was Willie Colon.
Yeah.
Like, he was a little longer for his size, but he was like 6'2", and he played tackle for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because he was just a freak technician. Like, when you're small or undersized or you have something going against you, you got to be a freak technician, and you got to take pride in your work. That's why Joe Thuney's so good.
Oh, also, we're going to see something like this a little later, too. What do you think of this? Him trying to get out here.
Oh, let's see it.
Because that's really what ends this play.
Yeah. I don't know what this play is designed to be.
I think this play is designed to protect Braxton.
I also think this play is designed to go left.
Oh, you think so?
I do. I think Monunga is supposed to cut this ball left, and he makes a wrong read here on the D tackle. I think because he sees Komet shields him that way.
Yeah.
That's also a tough block for Braxton Jones.
Yeah, no, and that's really what I was asking, and that's why I thought maybe this was an element to like keep him from having to block a defensive lineman for a rep to help with his fatigue. I know they said they were doing some different things.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know if that fully made logical sense either, and that's why I ask it.
It's a very interesting play, though. I like the concept of what it's trying to do. It's almost like an outside trap. It's kind of a wham block, actually, is what it is. This is kind of a wham concept, where the tight end comes down, whams the D tackle.
Yeah, I mean, the running back probably has a two-way go here, right? Because you see Dalman cutting off.
Yeah, I think it is a two-way go, but I think there is an element of it to hit front side. I think what you're banking on your tackle doing is being able to get a piece of that linebacker and just drive him like out of the play.
Uh-huh.
But Sanborn just doesn't let Braxton Jones get into him and ultimately wrecks the play.
Again,
I think they're also hoping that guy gets caught up in the wash a little bit too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I like the play concept, though. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just a good play. I think this is just an instance where defense won. Good play by Jack Sanborn.
Sanborn had a day as a run stopper. This is the one that I was trying to say where I think Bennett does a nice job getting out in space and sitting down with his block. Like, I like his feet. I like his anchor. If he can stick at tackle, it'll be because of those two things.
Definitely. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. He just keeps working, too. He doesn't give up on it either.
Gets that hand on the hip out there. Like, it just – the technique here I thought was really nice.
It's another good thing for young football players. For young football players out there, you need to move a guy. Don't try to move him at his shoulders. Move him at his hips.
Well, and here's – I don't know if I like this or not. He lets him into his chest. I don't know if that'll fly against Bear defensive ends.
Probably not.
Against this defensive end, he had no problem.
But I think that's just, again, to your point, Q, right? Part of the short arm limitations.
Yeah.
And he's just going to have to adapt to it. Like, tackles, those guys got to just – it's not going to look pretty all the time because that outside stab's not always going to be there unless you're hyper aggressive, especially against longer guys.
Yeah.
He just does the best with what he can, and I think at the end of the day, it's a pretty good rep. I think 41's Ezeraku, right?
Yeah, it must be here.
I mean, he's long, and Benedet just tries to do his best and ride with him, and he rides him out and rides him past the quarterback, and
41
at the end of the day gets the job done. Not too terribly upset about it.
No, I'm not at all, and I agree. I think we might be seeing some more Theo Benedet here soon. Unless Darnell Wright is Wolverine.
Maybe.
And here's one more from Benedet, which this one, it's a pass block that they essentially have a double team on the defensive tackle here. And this was just, what should Benedet be doing here to prevent this guy from getting that inside edge on him?
Don't overset him.
So you think Benedet got too wide?
Yeah,
I'm from this at this point. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good. Why is this getting worse? I'm not sure why. Like, it almost feels like he should be able to get that guy to the outside of his frame more, and he doesn't.
Yeah, I think. Well, again, he's double teaming because he has the help, and then when that guy comes off, what he should do is head adjust.
Okay,
so he should head adjust his head to the inside, so he's in proper body position. So that way, the only way that DN can go, or in this case, the penetrator, the D tackle, the only way he can go is out. And then at that point, you want to just get on his back hip and ride him.
Yeah, and ultimately, it's not a bad rep from him, but I struggled to conceptualize, I guess, why this guy was able to get this swim move on him and get into the pocket from there.
Right.
Tough finish for Benedet, but ultimately I think that was an okay enough rep, but I wanted some more thought process out that I couldn't quite find.
He got the job done. It's not always going to be pretty.
Oh, Ron.
Uh-oh.
This is the one that I have not seen Braxton do this since week 1, 2023. Re-leverage like that.
Oh. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Braxton Jones do that. That looked really good.
That was back when I was when he did that a bit more, he was never fully in his arsenal. But when he was showing it some, it was okay, this guy might be a future really good offensive tackle. And then it just kind of went away after the neck injury.
Yeah.
And this is the first time in a long time I've seen him be able trust his feet like that, trust his back to absorb that bend or to absorb that power and then bend into it. I pretty much jumped out of my chair when I saw this rep from him. And again, it's not that I think Braxton Jones is going to develop into some incredible player, but just I'm excited for him that he does have this in his arsenal.
Most definitely.
Now let's see. We're also watching Dalman here. I saw this was this is a different one. Dalman,
Not great, Bob.
no. He has a tendency to lunge and stop his feet.
Yeah. Which ideally
stop his feet and then lunge, I guess, would be the chronological order.
Ideally, to combat that, what he would try to do is swing his hips and get in front.
Right.
It's hard. It's very hard to do. Like, it's not like you just got to swing his hips and get in front. Like, because that's totally easy.
Especially with Thuney pulling around him.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have room to really even try that. But I don't know. It's a tough rep, and it's a tough ask of him, I guess. But you wish you got a little more than that out of it.
Great throw by Caleb.
Oh,
now I know why it came out like
throw.
Now I know why it came out like such a bullet. I didn't realize he had that much pressure.
Oh yeah, it was one of his best throws of the day, I think.
You see it on the broadcast view, and you're like, dude, he bulleted that thing into there to commit. But then you're like, oh yeah, he couldn't really just like stand tall and throw it. He had to really get rid of it.
All right, so here we got Dalman again, getting that hip swivel on the outside zone. This is Dalman's. This is bread and butter. This is what he's paid for. Is this block right here? It's what he does best, and we got to put it in there if it's what he does best, and he does it right.
And you see what happens. God, you would love to see. I mean, I'm fine with Swift's decision there. He's not gonna be a home run hit, so he's trying to ensure that he gets the first down. So I like it. I'm good with it.
All right, and then this is where stuff goes wrong for Wright. I've killed a few already.
Oh no.
He doesn't have a right arm.
No.
And he's really oversetting to his right because he's like, I need to protect the hell out of this, and I have power in my left arm still. And
and then players commit underneath and blow the play up. Damn, that sucks because that sits up really pretty too.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is what I'm like. No one seems that concerned with Wright's injury. I don't think they were watching him throughout the second half because he did not look right.
Ba-doom.
Yeah.
That's 2 shows in a row, Q, that you've hit me with some good one-liners.
I don't know. I think I've said Wright did not look right a lot in the last 2 days. So that's not even a one-liner. That was just like I'm not creative with my words.
That's okay.
I liked this from Komet, just the faux block right there on the edge to get him just a little stutter on this and on the Caleb keeper.
Mm-hmm.
And just Komet getting out in space and just throwing the guy out the club.
I like Caleb keepers. They're fun. I just pray to God he doesn't take a tee shot from some defensive back.
Yeah. They put a lot of fun run stuff on tape. So you got DJ here. DJ comes down and chips to protect Moore's right side because he knows he doesn't have the arm. Gets a lot of them though. Like DJ really does like, or maybe it's paired with the guy kind of popping inside, but it throws off Jonah Jackson's climb. See Jonah's climbing up to the backer.
Mm-hmm.
And Darnell can't get to the backer now. And it just shit happens kind of rep. But
yeah, Ezeraku definitely spikes inside.
Yeah,
he's spiking because you see Murray's overcommitting to the outside to contain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so DJ Moore
put that in the note bank.
DJ Moore just kind of passes him off. Darnell has to overcommit to the spiker because he doesn't have a right arm to pass him off. So he has to overcommit into him. And then because DJ Moore's going out to the defensive back instead of the linebacker, because that's supposed to be
Moore,
right.
He's not supposed to go to the linebacker there. Like
that's Wright and Jackson's guy. Mm-hmm. And just because Wright's limited, he's not able to truly do here what he should do because he has to overcommit to make sure that guy gets sealed so Jackson can get there. And Kenneth Murray's waiting for DeAndre Swift to make the tackle.
The troubles of playing with no right arm.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to play O-line with 2 arms, let alone 1.
We saw him as a rookie do it with no left arm for a good while, but I think no right arm is a lot harder,
especially as a right tackle.
Yeah, he has no like on his left side, he's flanked by another 300-pound, massive, really strong human being. On his right side, he's flanked by Cole Komet's been awesome this year, but that's the best you got.
Right. A lot more overcommitment needs to happen when it's your right arm versus your left.
See, this one's another Darnell one. It's the same thing. He overcommits left now, and
it's just tough.
He has no recovery in that right arm. And he's trying to trip the guy right there. Like, that's all he's got.
I think that's part of the reason they had a 19-play drive instead of like a 12-play drive.
No, I 100% think so. I was watching him that whole drive
just
with
2
like
yards,
my head in my hands of
yards.
just like, man, I hope this heals fast.
Yeah, because if it doesn't, he probably shouldn't play.
If he's looking like he did in this game, like with it, probably not. But like this rep is the one that gives you hope.
Yeah, because
he'll say that.
Pull left, hit left. He can hit with his good shoulder and good arm here, and that helps.
Gives another one of those faux blocks, just gets a little hand on that guy, throws his momentum down, then gets out in space. All left hand, no right hand,
baby. Just get a piece.
Yep.
Just get a piece.
So on this rep, it got pointed out to me too that
DJ Moore takes a horrible angle.
Yeah. So DJ Moore is protecting Braxton's outside here, right? Which,
sure is.
I love the way Ben Johnson did a masterful job scheming up his really limited offensive tackles through this second half.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. But it takes away, like, he's just a little slow to get off the double.
Yeah.
Which, again, like, that's fine. I'm not going to sit here and bash DJ for that. Like,
no, because he's being told, like, help your tackle. And again, these guys, they're going to do what they can. Obviously, if this hits beautifully and DJ gets off at the right time, Caleb probably walks in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But again, not everything's always going to work beautifully. And you got to adjust. And he tries to get a piece, and Caleb's just out here in the business of running people over.
Yeah. And then, so we got another Darnell Wright one. Just trying to cut him off. And it's just another example of that right side. He's got nothing.
Nothing.
This play works out okay. It could have been a big hitter if he. Actually, I guess his guy probably. I don't even know if his guy made the play here. Let's see.
Cole Kmet gets a piece of him, so that helps.
Cole Kmet gets him fine. It's really Jackson's guy who Jackson kind of gets outlaid here.
Yep, shakes him off. It's a good play by the defense. The Cowboys defense did a lot of good stuff. I know the Bears won handily, but like for how not talented I'm going to call it, they are. Like they do some decent stuff.
Yeah. And so we got Jonah Jackson here. Oh, another.
Oh boy.
I think this is towards was this the 19-play drive? This might have been towards the end of it where they're just like reeling.
They're just gassed.
Yeah.
Just absolutely gassed. These guys are straight up dying at this point. Genuinely.
I've said since they got Jackson, you're not getting you're not getting the Pro Bowler who got like billed by some folks out there. You're not getting a Pro Bowl guard. You're getting a guy who's going to beat the crap out of people. And he's going to hit some nasty blocks. He's going to miss some bad blocks. Like that. That's kind of his MO.
Yep.
But it's all about how much he can beat him up.
Yeah, exactly. And it helps on a drive like this. Like that guy makes a difference over the course of 4 quarters.
Body blows are a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
So does Cole hit his guy here?
Barely.
Yeah, Cole gets enough of them. Oh, this is another one where they have Braxton coming out wide.
Yeah,
get Sanborn.
These angles are just brutal for Braxton. I get like I think the concept is they want him to run through the linebacker and just try to push him out.
Yeah.
But Sanborn's just so quick to read and react that he's not even able to get there.
Yeah.
And even then, Braxton tries to get a little bit.
Yeah. And then the rest of this play isn't anything on the O-line. It's just Monungai.
Monungai just running for his life.
Just going spaz mode. Which is honestly pretty impressive.
No, that's not easy, man. That shows you a little bit of what Monungai's got. I think next year he's going to improve a lot. I think running backs are asked to do a lot in Ben Johnson's scheme. And when you're a young back who was a little raw, I think, truthfully, coming out of Rutgers, He's learning. He's learning on the fly.
So Joe Thuney's feet here are a thing of beauty.
Shuffle back.
Just beautiful. Beautiful.
Swing the hips around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, he's just that good, man.
Yeah.
He's unreal. He's genuinely unreal.
And then let's see. We got Braxton showing some anchor there. Again, trusting those feet to just pop, pop. That's better than we've seen in the past.
Oh, yeah. No, most definitely. That is far better than the Braxton Jones that we saw for really all of 2024 and most of 2023.
And then Wright trying to use that right arm, just giving everything he can in it. But
Wright's right is not right.
Amen, brother. And what a throw.
Yeah.
What a nasty throw. Don't try that at home. Like, that's insane. I get DJ's wide open, but like that body position to make that throw.
DJ doesn't have to move.
Yeah.
That's the Caleb Williams difference, man. That's again, there's a reason he was the number 1 overall pick. I know people.
So we do see Darnell. Darnell manages fine here, and the wide receiver was that Rome and Komet do real nice on this run block, I believe.
Rome.
Yeah, run those feet, Rome.
Hell yeah.
Nice little gain. Let's see, we got Braxton here. Another where we see him get that re-leverage position, pop those feet backwards and get those shoulders low and like bring all the power upwards instead of backwards. Like that's I need to see him do it against some better defensive ends, but if he can, dude's getting paid.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Somebody will pay him. There's such a need for decent offensive tackles right now and offensive linemen in general. Somebody will pay him. If it's not the Bears.
Another of Wright being really limited on that arm.
Tough.
See, I mean, he's just trying to play left hand only here.
Yeah. And I mean, again, shows how good and just freakish he is to even do this with just one arm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think I got one more play here. See, this one, like the pass pro is nice. This play is really just more for Caleb, if I'm being honest.
Is this greased up deaf guy?
No, this is what Jared Goff wants to be.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you see Jared Goff try a really similar play on Monday Night Football?
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. I think I know exactly.
So the pass pro is all really clean here.
Yeah, this is really good.
Nicely done. And then Caleb just goes freak mode. Like, yeah. What the hell was that? Like, you got to go find if any of y'all out there haven't seen it, you got to find a Jared Goff clip of him like doing a similar thing and just dirting the ball. It's like I will not sit here and like slander Jared Goff that heavily because I think he's a good quarterback, but like this is not his game.
No, this is freak athleticism. This is Caleb making weird shit happen because most quarterbacks can't do that.
Yeah. But that's all we got for this week. Ron, any final thoughts? I know this was a little longer, but I think there was a lot of good stuff to go through and a lot to show with Darnell Wright of what he's dealing with here.
100%. I hope that Darnell Wright's healthy because when he is, dude, everything here looks really good. It's so much more fun watching it faster too.
Yeah.
Then you really get an appreciation for how hard all this is, for what these guys are doing. Just the quick reaction, and it's so impressive. Hey, good old line play's fun, man. That's what makes these shows awesome.
And at the end of the day, I think any criticism we have, or I have at least, comes with the asterisk of I'm watching it at 1/30th of a second frame.
100%.
They're living it at this speed. So like it's that always needs to be considered and mentioned.
We also just, you know what, we hold good players to a high standard, Q. That's all it is around here. You know, I would tell players that at any level. You wanna really coach young guys and get them moving. If for you youth and high school football coaches out there, man, just hold them to a high standard, almost unreasonably high. Because guess what? It always gives them something to chase and get better. Because, yeah, I mean, this speed is crazy when you think about what these guys do at this speed. It's unreal.
And when we think about like the way that Joe Thuney processes things, it's like,
oh yeah, dude,
it's insane.
It's stupid.
Insane.
It there's a reason these guys are the creme de la creme and all pros, like, because this stuff's crazy.
Yeah, but we have Abe Lincoln in the chat. Great observation, great and breakdown. Thank you, Abe Lincoln. We respect your service and rest in peace. But Ron, why don't we close this thing out the only way we know how?
Bear down, baby.
Bear down, guys.